3 proven ways that you can convert your talent into money. But before I go into that, please take some time out and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification button so that you get to know when I drop new videos, because I do that every other single week. Alright, so let's jump right into it. What are the 3 proven ways that you can convert your talent into money? But before I say that, I want you to understand that some of the principles I'll be laying down here are some of the principles that are already in my work called Monetize Your Talent. It's an ebook. I'm going to put the link somewhere in the comment section or somewhere above there. You can look. You might see the link somewhere in this video so that you can get a copy and read further. Should there be anything that I explain in this video that you do not understand? So first and foremost, what is actually talent? I used to say that talent is something that you come to this earth with. It has to be something that is inborn. It's natural gift. It's not something that you come to learn. Of course, some people in the course of trying to identify their talent confuse passion for talent. You could have passion. You can be passionate for something. People are passionate about doing evil. Some other people are passionate about doing good. But that does not mean that that's their talent. Talent has to do with natural gifts. It has to do with something that that is inborn. It's not something you learn from school. You can develop it in school, but it's not something you learn from school. All right, so that's majorly talent. And sometimes I tell people, if you are confused, you don't really know what your talent or your talents are or your gift sets are, you could do something. One, you could ask yourself, if there's no money on earth, assuming there's no money anywhere, there's nothing like money. Anytime you want anything, you get it. What will you be doing? What will you be doing to keep yourself busy? When you're able to answer that question, and then again, outside work time, outside your official formal work time, what do you do? What are the things that you engage yourself in? And then when you're having a conversation, what are those things that keep you busy? What do you love talking about? These are some of the questions. There are lots of questions that you can answer to be able to identify your talent. All of that, I emphasized it on my book, Monetize Your Talent. And like I said, you can get a copy through the link I'm going to put on the comment section or somewhere above there. So please check it out, read it further so you understand more how to identify your talent and how to now turn it into money. But now let me show you 3 proven ways that you can convert your talent into money. Number 1, global identity. What is global identity? Global identity has to do with creating an identity or a brand or a personal, whether it be personal branding, business branding, whatever kind of brand that you are creating that will qualify for globalization. Okay, let me bring it down so that you don't get confused. Your talent, it's in its raw form, cannot give you money. All right, what can give you money is when you're able to convert that talent into a skill set or into products or services. So for instance, if you are talented in writing, nobody's going to say, hey, come over here, I heard you're talented in writing, take this $1 million. Nobody's going to do that. Or you're talented in singing, somebody's not going to say, hey, I heard that you're talented in singing, come here, take this $1 billion. Nobody's going to do that. All right, but when you're able to convert your talent into a skill set and you're able to sing songs that cut across the world, people will pay for the song. That is now product and services that you have gotten out of your talent. So what is global identity? The world is shrinking more and more into a global village, which means somebody from Indonesia can buy from Nigeria. In Nigeria can buy from an India. The world is getting smaller and smaller, and that is why so many people are actually using that, exploring that in a very negative way by scamming people all across the world, because they now have access to information, they have access to individuals, they have access to organizations in and outside their birth country. So for you to be able to convert your talent into skill and be able to sell or make money off your talent, you must make sure that the product or service that you're creating off your talent are actually product and services that have international and global appeal. It has to have solutions that cut across different countries. It's not something that just within your circle will buy into. It's not something that just within your country will buy into. Otherwise, you'll be limiting yourselves in the world of internet. The internet is a boundless, presents you with limitless opportunities. All right, and it is a fertile ground. So you need to, consciously build. Let your personal branding not be something that will be local. Let it be something that people from all over the world can look at and be like, oh wow, who is this guy that is speaking? Who is this guy that is saying this thing? Okay, this guy, what he is saying has relevance. So if this video makes sense to somebody in Nigeria alone, because I'm from Nigeria, then I have not built a global identity. I should be able to create something that somebody in US will see I know that it is a fact that he needs to build something with outside his environment. So majorly when I talk about global identity, I'm talking about being able to create something that appeals not to just your community, immediate community, but to the world at large. So what you are currently creating, do you think it is something that just your family and friends or people within your immediate community will enjoy, or do you think it is something that somebody from across the world can actually buy and then benefit from it? So the solution or the product or the service or your skills that you are creating. For instance, if you go to fiverr.com, you notice that a lot of people who are talented are there. They are content writers, digital marketers, different kinds of people. They are not providing. Some of them are in the remotest part of the world, and they are providing services to first and second generation part of the world. So that is a proof that for you to turn your skill into, for you to turn your talent into money, you must develop skills, product or services that at least will serve the need of not just your country but any other person from any other part of the world. So simply put, your identity has to be a universal identity. Your product has to be it must have a universal appeal, and that is the number one way to turn your talent into money. And it could be automated. Like I said in the book Monetize Your Talent, I was able to teach people, when you're able to create a universal identity, when you're able to create a global identity, how you can now convert it into cash. So you can automate it, you can sell it one by one, but either way, what is important is make sure that your identity, make sure that your personal branding, make sure that your business branding, you're not making it a local thing, because people are now exposed across the world. For instance, if you have an e-commerce website, for instance, and it's too local, all right, it doesn't take into cognizance that there is a platform like Amazon and the rest of the world. People are not likely going to patronize you. So also when you have talent and your talent is limited within your space, you are limiting yourself, because there are 1,001 person, 1,000,001 person, 1,000,000,001 person on the internet looking for who to patronize. So your number one way to convert your talent into money is to develop a product or service that has global identity. Number two is global relevance. So what really is global relevance? Global relevance, like I said, it's same close to global identity, but now it has to do with the relevance, the importance of your talent to the rest of the world. Now, let me give you an instance. If you are, let's say you are a speaker, and what you are talking about or the area that you are focused on is family, and then rather than create content or create materials that talks about solutions to families anywhere in the world, you are limiting the relevance of your materials within your community or within your neighborhood or within your immediate country. You are more or less limiting the funds or the money or the value that you're supposed to be attracting back to yourself. So your product or services must have global relevance. It has to have something that anywhere that they see your content, anywhere that they see your skill set, anywhere that they see the product that you created off your talent, people should be able to say, okay, this is relevant to me. So if I'm from Norway and the product you created in India does not have relevant, it is not relevant to me, then you are not ready to convert your talent into money. So in a world of digital space that people have access to everything and anything, your product must have universal and global relevance. What it means is, if you are creating a product, or you're creating a service, or you're creating anything at all off your talent, because I said already that you can't be paid by having raw talent. So it is those things that you create, those are the things that people pay for, those are the things that people buy into. So if you want to make money off that talent, then you must make sure that your talent is solving a global problem. Make sure that your talent is not solving a limited problem. For instance, hunger is a universal problem. So is your talent solving hunger? Unemployment is a universal problem. Is your talent tackling unemployment? Entertainment is a universal demand. Is your talent actually, for instance, you're a comic actor and you do comedy, for instance. If you put it out there, Can somebody from UK relate to your comedy skits, or are you just limiting it to your immediate state? Are you just limiting it to your immediate environment? If you put out a skit, can somebody from Japan relate to your comedy? Do you understand why we have people like, we have Chinese films and Indian films and English-speaking countries who do not even understand their language enjoy their film? Because it has global relevance. Because people can see it and understand what they are talking about because the concept of pain, laughter are universal. So if I'm feeling pain and people see me, they will know that I'm in pain. If I'm feeling happy and people see me, they should know I'm happy. These are universal concepts. And so whatever thing that you are creating of your talent, make sure that it has universal relevance. Make sure that anybody anywhere in the world will see that thing that you have created of your talent, whatever thing it is. Whatever vision, whatever dream, whatever goal, whatever thing that you are creating, as long as it's a product of your talent, one of the major proven ways that you can actually make money off it is to ensure that it has relevance, because that will give you opportunities that if someone from Ghana is not buying, someone from Madagascar will be buying. If someone from London is not buying, someone from Ireland can buy. If someone from Lagos, Nigeria is not buying, someone from Portugal can buy. So what matters is make sure that it has universal appeal. Make sure it has universal relevance, so that at the end of the day, you are not struggling to sell. So whatever thing you are putting out there, one of the major ways that will fetch you money off your talent is if it has universal or global relevance. The number 3 and the final one when it comes to 3 proven ways that you can generate money or revenue off your talent, or how you can convert your talent into money, is building global authority. Okay, one of the things that this video I'm making now is positioning me as a global authority when it comes to talent coaching. So people can stumble on it on the internet, go through it, see the value I'm trying to communicate, and then they will start following me. Now, when they follow me on the internet, what they are seeking for information, they are seeking for relevance, they are seeking for the things that I have, the information I have that they don't have. Because the difference between the richest man on earth and someone like me or anybody else is the amount of information that they have access to. All right, some people can be so talented, but they don't have access to information. So everybody is online seeking for majorly 2 things. They are either seeking for information or they are seeking for entertainment. And information has to do with education and what have you. So if you want people from all across the world, if you want to convert your talent into money, one of the major ways to doing that is to create a global authority. Become a global authority in that your talent area. Make videos, write blogs, write stuff, post on your social media. Make sure that you talk about your talent area. For instance, if you're a singer, rather than just sing and believe that people will patronize you or start following you all across, why don't you maybe do a post of, let's say, 5 tips on how to train your voice, 5 tips on how to sing when you have oil in your voice, 5 tips on how to just anything at all that will make people want to jump on it and get to know you. You are creating global relevance. You are creating global authority. Anything at all that that positions you as an authority in a field. By the time sometimes people don't buy because they want to buy. They buy because they trust you. And one of the ways that people can trust you is if you appear to be an authority in a given field. So I have made several videos on acting, on directing, on filmmaking, on different areas that have to do with creativity. And so people are they'll see my video. In fact, somebody tagged me the other day on Instagram and said, okay, that she is doing a monologue after she watched my tips on how to do a monologue. And she was getting a lot of, commendations. So that means that and that very day alone, I had a couple of followers, on my Instagram, because people now want to come and see what are those things that I'm sharing that that they don't know about, that I can give them. So people are seeking for information. So position yourself as an authority in your given area. Don't just be one of those. If you know what other people are not doing in your field, start doing it. If people are not right, maybe on your Instagram or your Facebook or whatever social media you belong to, rather than just gossip and talk about things. Why don't you now begin to, get people to see you as an authority in that your talent area? Whatever talent area that you have, whatever talent that you have, whatever gift set you have, you can make and you can become an authority in it. In fact, Forbes recently, not too long ago, published that the educational industry, that is the e-learning, that is electronic learning in the world, is turning to become is about 360 something million US dollars. What that means is that people are paying to learn online. People are paying so much money to study online. People no longer want to go and sit down in the school and stay for years learning one thing. They want to go on the internet, jump on it, find things to learn from. And as long as you have content, as long as you have things that they can stumble on, be it posts, be it graphics, be it whatever, be it video, whatever thing. And please don't wait till you have maybe a professional camera or whatever. Your phone is enough a professional camera to start with. All right. So what is important is create an avenue that people can begin to trust you and see that you're a global authority. When you do that, when you develop global authority in your given field, your talent will begin to yield money because people will trust you more and they will buy into your talent the more. So when you create a product or service, don't just sell for selling's sake. Begin to build an authority. That is your personal branding. Become an authority in that field and watch your product and services that you have created off your talent become very, very big. There you have it. 3 proven ways that you can convert your talent into money. All right, so please make our time to subscribe to this channel. If you have not subscribed yet, please don't leave this channel without subscribing and turn on your notification button because I do upload videos every other week. All right, so let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. Comment what you think. Are there things you like? Are there things you don't like about the video? Are there thoughts that you think you can take away from this video? Let me know in the comment section straight up. And please, I'm begging you, sincerely, I'm begging you, make sure that you check back next week because we have something more interesting that I will be sharing with you. And then if you want to learn more about how to convert your talent or monetize your talent, how to convert your talent into money or monetize your talent, please make sure that you check on my comment section. I have put a link there that you can download the book Monetize Your Talent. It's an ebook and it will help you to be able to first identify your talent, be able to package your talent into products and services, and then how to monetize it finally. It's a simple step, 53 or 54 page book, very easy to read. Within a day or two you are done reading it. You can I'm sure there's also the link somewhere above, or even if you don't see the link, please make sure you go to the comment section. You will see the link, or go to the description of this video. The link is almost everywhere. Please make sure you read that book. It's very important. The title is Monetize Your Talent and it's an ebook. You can easily download it and read it on your book, on your tablet, phone, or whatever device that you have. Thank you so very much for watching. I wish to see you next week and remain blessed.